mimi nimesikia uchungu juale. Mimi hata badali muniue muache watoto. Afadhali mtuue sisi wote. Umetuachia nani? Sasa huyo kijana amekufa hapo, mama yake amewachwa na nani?
Mtoto amelazwa mochari. Niliambiwa nikiwa kazi. Walimu piga risasi hadharani. Katumwa kamune babake mkuni. Baby, I cried. I promise I cried. Niliampa kura. Amekumaliza many regrets. Nimebaki nazo. Lakini usijali juu. Nitawakumbusha jinsi ulikuwa. Nitawakumbusha kwangu wema kuwa.
You remember the other night when you shouted, boy, turn off the lights. We were just fresh from a fight. My involvement on the Kenyan's plight. Sorry, mama, didn't mean to be rude. Late night tears in your room, so I had to fill in his shoes. Cause things are gone my childhood. Well, I saw Mato and Brayo marching next to me. Top of our vocals to the shout, oh, reject finance bill. Walitu piga smoke on our batons, protesting peacefully. Kishagiza totoro, niko limbo, bunduki. Mamio niko na dado is proud, oh. Tumesikia eti zakayo, kalamu ilisha wino. Nitawakumbusha jinsi ulikuwa. Nitawakumbusha kwangu wema kuwa.
Baby don't go. So baby don't cry.
Ladies, feel me.
Baby say my name.
Kunguru misaleni.
Can you feel the pain?
I know that you fed up. Sing along.
I will never let you down.
Nateni yengoga.
I will never make you cry.
Nateni nesoga.
I will never let you down.
Nateni nyodoga.
My girl, I will never make you cry.
Nateni setoga. Baby fikiria kila siku mina kupara. Najua wanipenda sana mbona unadai. I can see you fly, niko chini bado nitarai. Figa yako ndio mzuri sana. Adhiambo, wajua kupepesa hizo sianda. Dear Jesus, I never knew I met an angel. Baby girl, wange dongo nega heri. Donyi lepi njisadendi, tomona weri.
I will never let you down.
Nateni yengoga.
I will never make you cry.
Nateni nesoga.
I will never let you down.
Nateni nyodoga.
My girl, I will never make you cry.
Nateni setoga. Baby girl, you lovely, deadly, sexy girl. Jabe, don't touch me, kiss me, asoika. Najua wanipenda sana, mbona kweli wanenyima hizo vitu we. Nyakini dongi ngena manyi gata heriga. Iyengo nagi kwalo na jaber. Njonami, wange dongo tingo na gondeso na jaber.
I will never let you down.
Nateni yengoga.
I will never make you cry.
Nateni nesoga.
I will never let you down.
Nateni nyodoga.
My girl, I will never make never give up, 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 up.
I know that you fed up.
Won't you say yeah?
Aheriga, amaniga, adwariga.
Can you feel the pain, 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 pain?
I know, Miss Eleni, sing along.
Kama wanipenda basi nionyeshe.
Nashinda ni kwa nini kila siku tupigana.
Na kama unitaki basi niambie.
Nitafanya nini ama dunia ni hame.
Najua wanitaka mbona wajifanya.
Mimi nakupenda anza leo mpaka mwisho.
Wachana mambo zao wanaona wivu.
Show me what your mama gave to ya.
I will never let you down.
Nateni yengoga.
I will never make you cry.
Nateni nesoga.
I will never let you down.
Nateni nyodoga.
My girl, I will never make you cry.
Nateni setoga.
I will never let you down.
Nateni yengoga.
I will never make you cry.
Nateni nesoga.
I will never let you down.
Nateni nyodoga.
My girl, I will never make you cry.
Nateni setoga.
Baby, don't go. So baby, don't cry, 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 cry. Baby, say my name. Can you feel the pain, 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 pain?
Just a little bit, yeah.
That money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like
Just a
a
little bit, yeah.
Yawa, ogna matinyawa, yaedo atinyawa, ogna matinyawa,
Just a little bit, yeah.
yawa, ogna matinyawa, yaedo atinyawa, nusna matinyawa.
Fresh from the fire, fresh like the sea. Bora uhai, c'est la vie. All of these roads lead you to me. Make me spend all my money for peace and quiet mystery. Forbidden fruit is out of reach. I've got a hunch, a certainty. You make me spend all my money.
Yawa, ogna matinyawa, yaedo atinyawa, ogna matinyawa.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yawa, ogna matinyawa, yaedo atinyawa, nusna matinyawa.
A roll of the dice, a slap on the cheek. The thrill of the chase ends in defeat. If we are survivors, then we try harder. Most of my life I've been asleep. Who will I hold? Who will I keep? All of this talk is way too deep. I need to spend all my money.
Yawa, ogna matinyawa, yaedo atinyawa, ogna matinyawa.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yawa, ogna matinyawa, yaedo atinyawa, nusna matinyawa.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yawa, ogna matinyawa, yaedo atinyawa, ogna matinyawa.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yawa, ogna matinyawa, yaedo atinyawa, nusna matinyawa.
Just a little bit, yeah.
That money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like
Just a
a
little
kite.
bit, yeah.
That money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like
Just a
a
little
kite.
bit, yeah.
Nobody else can match my energy. Chini kama yeye, chini kama yeye.
GL.
Nani chizi kama yeye. I've been faded, I've been naked, in different places, many faces, X-rated, yeah, yeah. I've been patient, been waiting. No other one that's come around can do the things you do. Who keep come around, we smoke a lot. Canadian pot, cheese and bomb. Catch a wine, dance along. Bounce along, baby, bounce along. Wine and dine, made your mind. It's a clear sign that no other one that's come around can do the things you do. Nobody else can match my energy. Cheesy come my yeah. Cheesy come my yeah. We up all night and still we tryna be busy on the AM. Cheesy come my yeah. Cheesy come my yeah. Cheesy come my yeah. Oh yeah. Cheesy come my yeah. Cheesy come my yeah.
I've been faded, serenaded, celebrated. Ooh, very patient. See, I'm not so complicated. Ooh, come on my mind. Your toes are juicy, align. Oyie, pick a sign. Kisha underline. Only free because you let me be. That's the love I want for me. Long time was so baridi. Can't deny the chemistry. Come on my mind. Took a alive. Took a bigger sign.
Nobody else can match my energy. Cheesy come my yeah. Cheesy come my yeah. We up all night and still we tryna be busy on the AM. Cheesy come my yeah. Cheesy come my yeah. Oh yeah. Cheesy come my yeah. Cheesy come my yeah.
Niachane mume wako nani? Unajua Nadia kweli mimi nani?
We ni nani? Unampigia simu kama nani? Yeah. Hata utoe vya ndani, atarudi hapa kwangu tu nyumbani. Yeah.
Anapenda vidogodogo, mwenzako anavimumunya. Mwanamke unapenda zogo, tafuta jambo hilo la kufanya.
Kuficha simu havinishtui. Atachoka nawe, wengine aende, yule hakagui.
Kelele ya chura haizui ng'ombe kunywa maji. Kwangu habanduki, kwako hatoboki, na kwa maana ye
anapenda wife material, mwenzako anakudanganya. Mwanamke una kasoro, tafuta jambo hilo la kufanya. Mwisho yataisha ni wangu. mwishowe ataisha ni wangu.
Oh, ni wangu. Huyo nasema ni wangu. Oh, ni wangu. Kubali aishe ni wangu.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night.
Power Radio.
All right. Good morning, Nairobi. This is the Power Morning Drive Show. My name is Wanyoike, and you are officially tuning into Power Radio. I want to welcome you on the 27th of September. The day is Furahi Day. I hope that you are ready, excited for the weekend and all the good vibes. But remember, you can get in touch with us on our social media handles. We are at Power Radio across Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, as well as which one did I not say? X. Yes, and we can also get this live broadcast. We are on YouTube at Power Radio. If you've not yet subscribed, kindly go right now onto our YouTube channel, subscribe, like, comment, share, and do all the things. We are also on our website, www.power254.org/Power Radio. But now, as we do it here, I have to get you to work because mimi nishafika kazini. So we start off with Nairobi's traffic updates, and of course, I have to start with the high and mighty Thika Road. Thika Road, kuko bumper to bumper. From KCA University, as you go down towards town, there's a lot of traffic on that area. I also see that along Jogoo Road, there's a lot of traffic this morning. Imeshikana hapo from all the way from Makadara going into Makongeni and then into town. A lot of traffic, so you do want to avoid that road if you can. Wayakiwe leo inamover. This is just a little bit of a snarl up, but it's moving, so nothing too shabby to worry about as well. We also have Langata Road. It's moving quite surprisingly. It's moving this morning. There's just msongamano kidogo tu pale as you go towards Wilson, but then things clear out after that. I can also see that Raila Odinga Road is looking quite good this morning. There's nothing to complain on that end as well. Naona wapi kwingine, Haile Selassie Avenue, things are good, looking quite busy this morning, but kama kawaida, just a little bit of some. They have to be a little bit of a snarl up and then it's clearing out. Kenyatta Avenue pia, it's not moving this morning. Bumper to bumper. I can see that Waiyaki Way is also kumeshikana. As you go from ABC Place towards Westlands, there's a little bit of some traffic right there, but it clears out soon after that. I also see that Murang'a Road kumeshikana, especially inbound as you go towards town. So kidogo too, and then you guys will be good. Kiambu Road, as you go from DCI descending towards Muthaiga, bumper to bumper, multiple lanes actually from what I am seeing here, and then it inashikana hapo hivyo na Thika Road jam munapelekana yote hadi Nairobi. Then I can also see that Ngong Road is not looking too bad this morning. There's just a little bit of a snarl up as you go towards Prestige Plaza. Yes, as you go towards Prestige Plaza, kuna msongamano kidogo, but it opens up after that as well. So do stick around on Power Radio in case you see any accidents or incidents. Remember, the hashtag to use is hashtag Power Morning Drive. If you have anything that you see on the roads that you would love for us to know, please let us know. Cabanas pia kumeshikana, but it's a Friday, so there's nothing new as well. Right now, let's get back to some music, and I come back and we get into the day's local and international news roundup. This is Power Radio.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night.
Power Radio.
Mighty fingers.
I make mountains out of molehills, and it can be quite the scene. Think about how far I've come and my life looking greater than it's ever been. If I could eat my pie in the sky, it would be just my thing. Sipping on my champagne and my life looking greater than it's ever been. looking greater than it's ever been. How did you rise so fast, so high, and not melt your wings in the sun? You must be Africa's son. How did you rise so fast, so high, and not melt your wings in the sun? They say you must be an African. They say you must be Africa's son. They say you must be an African. They say you must be Africa's son. You must be an African. I don't know about my haters, but they should know about me. Keep me humble, oh God. My life looking greater than it's ever been. I overflow flavor. My pockets are full of greed. Even on my worst day, my life looking greater than it's ever been. Woo! My life looking greater than it's ever been. How did you rise so fast, so high, and not melt your wings in the sun? You must be Africa's son. How did you rise so fast, so high, and not melt your wings in the sun? They say you must be an African. They say you must be Africa's son. They say you must be an African. They say you must be Africa's son. You must be an African. You jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me back. If you jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me back. If you jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me back. If you jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me back. If you jealous, don't hold me back. Jealous, don't hold me, no, no, no. If you jealous, don't hold me back. I'm saying, please stop jealous me. Please stop jealous me. I'm singing, please stop jealous me. Please stop jealous me. I'm singing, please stop jealous me. If you jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me back.
Jack on the beat. They say on drugs, I say on me. They say it's sad, I say it's funny. You in some crap, don't you dare call me, cause I know that I can get you out this shit. I know it's weird that I'm quite honest, but if I don't, then who's gonna know? When mama said, don't you play with fire, you should listen and just move out my way. I've got this feeling that someone's on me. I've got this feeling that someone's on me, yeah. Someone's on me. Ooh, someone's on me, someone's on me. Yeah, 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 someone's on me. Oh, someone's on me, someone's on me. Cause I'm a drug, can you run me? And I'm a drug that I just cannot resist. Someone's on me, ooh, someone's on me. Once you begin, but there's no ending. Oh boy, it's like divine calling. And you don't know if you're up or falling. Light at the end of the tunnel, well, not here. The end is near, I feel it coming. This is between you and I only. When mama said, don't you play with fire, you should listen and just move out my way. I've got this feeling that someone's on me. I've got this feeling that someone's on me. Someone's on me. Ooh, someone's on me. Yeah, someone's on me. Oh, someone's on me. 'Cause I'm a drug, can you run me? And I'm a drug that you just cannot resist. Someone's on me. Someone's on me. Someone's on me. Someone's on me. Yeah. And I'm a drug that you just cannot resist. Someone's on me.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night.
Pawa Radio. Usiku wa joto, usiku wa manane, usiku usioishia. Katikati ya Julai tulikuwa na furaha, hatuku stress na uhai. Tulijua tu city lights ya Nairobi, they shine so bright. Oh, remember dancing in the moonlight up until the sunrise. Strobe lights glaring so bright, katikati ya Julai, ya Julai, ya Julai, ya Julai, skin, follow the beat the whole night. Oh, we'd be disco queens, but that was way before our time. Our life is now, so we take it. So let's run naked, paint the city pink. We deserve to take it. Let's get our lick back, fight the system, we can break it. Chase our dreams until we make it. Dancing in the moonlight up until the sunrise. Strobe lights glaring so bright. Katikati ya Julai, ya Julai, ya Julai, ya
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night.
Pawa Radio.
Wagwan Nairobi, y'all know what it is. We've got 5 mics on the track. We're about to tell you who's taking over.
Yeah, feel the heat when we come through Party Nation. Sexy people around me, Party Nation. All of them man, them looking so fly. Sexy girl, them wiggle and wine. On your feet, boogie and grind. MDQ, baby girl, one time.
Hivi si ufanyaga, si ndio show si upataga, si kwenye flow ukondo uwaga, champemo mpaka tunamwaga. Remember, ukuni matanga, boss lady, mimi ndo semanga, na wapanga, muda na wachanga, mko nje mkisota mkimangamanga, me, J's on my feet, inyaga, ride on the beat, tazama, I'm a hot tip, black bottle on the ride.
I see everyone's one on my mind, yeah. I
nation. Squad. Sexy people around me, party nation. Squad. All of the man them looking so fly. Sexy girl them wiggle and wine. On your feet, boogie and grind. Cagwe, let me hear you say.
Shibana, Nico, Gage, sana. Safi, sana. Ati, leo, hakuna kulala. Fena, mayonde. Mother ni drama queen. Blinky, Gagwe, get physical. You know kama kawaida, it's typical. Who are them? Confidential. Bad man, jump again. Do again. Happy mention. Squad up, congregate. Who are them? Confidential. Bad man, jump again. Do again. Happy mention. Squad up, congregate.
Y'all feel the heat when we come through, party nation. Squad. Sexy people around me, party nation. Squad. All of the man them looking so fly. Sexy girl them wiggle and wine. On your feet, boogie and grind. Blicky bill, on the beat one time.
Like it's on Billy. I'm really tryna make a milli. Any track I kill it. And the girls they feel it. I really wanna get down low. Quick bit tough, gonna get down low. Squad is back with the heat for sure. Dance floor lit with the beat I know. See the people out here side by side. Vibe is right because we do it right. Getting there so I will take my time. Never late cause this is Kenyan time. Yeah. Okay. Now who's taking over?
Who's taking over? He's taking over. He's taking over. Nairobi taking over. Nairobi taking over. Squad taking over. Squad taking over.
Just noise for the studio, guys. Make that noise for the studio. That you know this part in the recording where guys normally listen, okay, they're listening till the end.
Oh my God, Flick made it.
Shauri mwenzi unataka, nimekuwa na waza na kuwaza daily, strika unanipata. It might sound crazy, la wendo nataka, ukiona nafurahi ujue ni wewe, kama mapacha tunafanana, tena na visifu vingi miupatia. Oh, she sometimes says I'm so funny, nabadilisha kina badili mpaka gia. Oh, minampa burudani, malaika wangu kipenzi, ukiniona na kuita ujue siwezi, yani umenishika pumzi na penzi. You my love, wendo mwenyewe, oh baby. Sina ubaya nawe, sina ubaya, sina ubaya, sina ubaya nawe, sina ubaya, sina ubaya, sina ubaya nawe, sina ubaya, sina ubaya, sina ubaya nawe, sina ubaya, sina ubaya. You want me to assure you that I'm ready for you. You want me to promise that yes, I love you and it's true. Baby, come give me your love. I promise you never go tired. Nitakupenda, nitakupa mapenzi salo yani mpaka uritaya. Baby, baby, siniogope wanipende, baby, baby. Malaika wangu kipenzi, ukiniona na kuita ujue siwezi, yani umenishika pumzi na penzi. You my love, wendo mwenyewe, oh baby. Sina ubaya nawe, sina ubaya, sina ubaya, sina ubaya nawe, sina ubaya, sina ubaya, sina ubaya nawe, sina ubaya, sina ubaya, sina ubaya nawe, sina ubaya, sina ubaya nawe.
Please give me more beats. All day and night. Power Radio.
Tonight, over 200 members of parliament have signed an impeachment motion against Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. The motion, which sets a historical precedent, cites 6 grounds for impeachment. The signatures and the motion will be forwarded to the Speaker of the National Assembly on Friday. Apollo Kamau reports.
Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua's fate in the Kenya Kwanza administration appears sealed after more than 200 MPs appended their signatures in support of the impeachment motion against him, surpassing the threshold of 117 MPs needed for the motion to be tabled in Parliament.
I was shocked. I thought I would be top 10. But when I arrived to sign the impeachment motion, I was actually number 242, and there was a queue already. So meaning that we are going to have more than whatever we require to impeach the deputy president.
It is a foregone conclusion because the deputy president has asked for it. So I believe we just have to wait.
Gachagua's impeachment motion, now in its final stages and expected to be handed over to the Speaker on Friday, cites 6 grounds against the Deputy President. The grounds include violation of the Constitution, disrespecting President William Ruto, going against government policies, leaking confidential cabinet information, against the Official Secrets Act, abuse of office and gross misconduct, as well as crimes under national law, among them financing the Gen Z protests.
The person that we are going to impeach is not a deputy governor. He's a deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. The person that we are going to send home through the impeachment motion is not a lightweight. It's a person who has anchored himself into very strong tribal beliefs. The person that we are going to send home is a person who participated in an attempted coup, actually against our president. So this is a deep-rooted person.
Tulishangaa sana ni namna gani baada ya rais
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
All right, welcome back to the Power Morning Drive Show. My name is Wanyoike, and we are officially getting this ship cruising on Power Radio. My guests are in studio, and you would only know if you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. So if you've not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, it is at Power Radio. Kindly head out to that area and subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch up with our today's conversation. But before we get into it, I want our guests to kindly introduce themselves and tell us what good plans they have for us for the next 1 hour or so. And I'll start with the one that is on my immediate right.
Good morning, Power Radio.
Yes.
My name is Haniel Basilio from Kirinyaga, proud member of NAC Kenya.
Yes.
And we are here to discuss about national issues and the contributions of youth to our politics.
Yes.
Yeah, stay
Karibu
tuned.
sana. Of course. Yes. And to my farthest right?
Yes, good morning wana Kenya, vijana,
Yeah.
wenzangu, na wafasi wote na wenye wanafuatilia Power Radio. By name I'm Jared Oyie, a member of ODM Youth League. We're here to dissect,
Yes.
deconstruct,
Oh, yes.
and contract
Hey.
our way forward as ODM and as a party.
Yes.
And get these things right. We have a lot of propaganda and the notions being sold to us, so we must filter the truth of the uongo. Yes.
Awesome. And so today's conversation, we shall be looking at political collaboration amid political tension, because we've been seeing the rise of I would say political factionism in Kenya, and especially in the Kenya Kwanza camp. And so, as you've heard with that news piece from the TV47, it was a news feature by TV47 covering the looming impeachment plan to oust the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua from his seat. Gentlemen, it is indeed a pleasure to have you. So maybe we can start off with what is happening to the Kenya Kwanza government. I'll start with you, Mr. Basilio.
I think what is happening to the Kenya Kwanza government, if you remember during the campaign period, there's a woman who, while praying, deemed the government as Kenya Kwisha. And I think that was the Holy Spirit that was speaking.
Yes.
Because what we are seeing right now is a Kenya Kwisha government, not a Kenya Kwanza government. Reason being, the government is no longer serving the interests of the people.
Right.
The government is only serving their personal interests.
Yeah.
These guys are here. They have made Kenya like their own farm. Somebody is running Kenya like a poultry farm, where you just get in, pick the fattest chicken and take it to the market. And we cannot allow that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Mr. Jared, what do you make of this whole impeachment, plan to oust Mr. Rigathi Gachagua from his seat?
Yes, I think we may not be in good position to talk on behalf of Kenya Kwanza government. We are not part of that government. That's one thing. We were Azimio and we are still Azimio. And what is there, we all must all know that we don't have permanent enemy, we don't have permanent friends in politics. And I think their marriage is just ending so soon and we expected it. It could have gone maybe for 3 years. but he's sending in 2 years.
Yes.
Another thing is, I think the early campaign that our leaders have always put us in, and making it so uncomfortable for us. We just looked at them the other day. With them, they are on top of their vehicles, campaigning on their regions, consolidating their bases. For what?
Yes.
Where can they concentrate on service delivery?
Yeah.
Wananchi sisi tunataka services. Hatutaki siasa. Can they give us a break? When will Kenya have a break off from politics?
Right.
Yes. So I think on my end, East Ulster, maybe those in that camp can give us, because none of us here come from that function. But we are informed. And DP and his boss falling out, it is best known to them. But yeah.
Yeah. And for somebody who might be listening to this or watching and they do not know what are the allegations or on what grounds is the ouster from office by the DP, from ouster from office by Gachagua, one of the things is violation of the constitution, disrespecting the president, going against government policies, leaking confidential cabinet information against the Official Secrets Act, abuse of office and gross misconduct, crimes under national law. Do you want to chime in and talk about those grounds of those alleged grounds of impeachment?
Maybe I'll start by addressing the first issue, violation of the constitution.
Yes.
Number one, if you compared Ruto and Gachagua, who has violated the constitution more than the other? I mean, how many youths were killed, unarmed youths were killed by his government? Did he hold anybody into account? Of course not. How many court orders has he violated? Ain't that violation of the constitution? I mean, how many people, I hear people claiming that Gachagua is tribal. Now let's talk about tribalism. Who is more tribal between Gachagua and Ruto? Look at the appointments that Ruto has been making. Heads of parastatos, heads of NGOs, all from the same community. If not all, at least 50% of them are from the same community. Ain't that tribalism? But when Mount Kenya unites, when Mount Kenya wants to talk about the issues affecting their region, it's tribalism. But when the coast come together to address the issues that affect their region, it's not tribalism. No, we cannot work like that as a country. If it is tribalism, it cuts across all board.
Right.
Yeah.
Mr. Jared, do you want to chime in onto that?
Yes, thank you very much. I think on the violation of Wakatiba, the presidency, that is, these people are joined at the hip by our constitution. So I don't know. In fact, I'm trying to imagine how they are going to impeach the deputy president. I think if they were to impeach him, let the whole presidency go down. That's one thing. And on the violation of the Katiba, they have not laid out clearly that which clause or which article has he violated that may attract his ouster. And then on the secrecy of oath, that's what I think my brother Basilio have not touched on.
Yes.
We all know, and let me attach this to maybe the recent interview that we had with the CS for Treasury in Senate. The CS who just came in the other day, ajamaliza mwezi, if I'm not wrong, but he was out defending government on basis on things that even himself he can't explain, he can't understand. Under this secrecy of oath, I don't know where they are getting this, that the DP has leaked the information from the cabinet or from the presidency. And if he has leaked the information, we from the constitution. I think we have the right to access the information. We wananchi. He has always been outside there telling us that he's a truthful man. And when he talks that he's a truthful man, meaning that someone is lying in the presidency. So we don't know, we obviously know the liar. So he has always tried to distance himself from the lies from the presidency or from the executive. Which I think maybe that's where this thing is coming, because he has always stood from day one. During swearing in, it was at Nyayo, when he elected the former president, Uhuru Kenyatta. Before international dignitaries, he said that he's a truthful man. He has maintained that. When he was here in CBD the other day, he said the same thing, that he will not keep quiet, he will say the truth. So if he's telling us that he's saying the truth, he's lying. So if him telling us the liar is the violation of the secrecy of oath, then let it be. On tribalism.
And of course, we know who the liar is.
Yes, exactly. And on the tribalism, I think, and I can, if I can let me, I can take it back kidogo. When the 2013 government was formed,
yes,
when Uhuru Ruto came in, we know how the appointments were made. Then we know the part of the executive, the person who distributed his lots across the country, and then we know the other guy who gave his to his tradesmen. When Uhuru Ruto too came in again, I think when Baba came in, it was not handshake. When we came with BBI, things changed, Kido. 2018.
Yeah.
I think at that point there are some changes that maybe we felt, because that guy also felt threatened, and in fact that brings me to the more things change, the more they remain the same. Now that Rigathi Gachagua is just doing what his boss did, I don't know where they're feeling uncomfortable with him.
Right.
They should let Rigathi Gachagua be. I don't know if the impeachment of a deputy president, I think this is something that should be coming from the masses, because they were elected together. It was on one ballot, one ticket. And they were elected direct by the people. Deputy president, not appointees, not a vice president, where he can be fired at will of this boss.
Yeah.
So on tribalism, kindly, maybe I'll disagree.
Yeah.
Though the Rigathi has been having a campaign based on his tribe only.
Mount Kenya, Murima. Yes,
Murima isiguzwe.
Isiguzwe. But sasa Murima imepasuliwa.
Yeah.
So being that Murima imepasuliwa,
Yeah.
and we must also agree with the DP, it's just trying to consolidate his base. Because each national leader has been having their base, where when they go to the national table, they can have the bargaining power. Yes.
I think I'll differ with Jared.
Yes.
When he claims that Mulima imepasuliwa. I think I differ with that.
Okay.
The reason I'm differing with that is the MPs are clearly in bed with government. The question is, do they have the support of the people? Because at the end of the day, it is the support of the people that matters. The same MPs who are signing to impeach the deputy president are the same MPs who voted yes to the finance bill, which took us to the streets. Do they have the support of the people? Of course not. An example, I think 2 days ago, the Nyeri MP acknowledged that, yes, he knows that going ahead to impeach the deputy president will cause so much unrest to his ground.
Right.
But he's going to go ahead with it. Why?
Yeah.
Because he's after feeding his stomach. But the most important thing is the people are not in support of the MPs.
Okay, if I may add my voice kidogo on there,
yes,
I think when we add the 2010 constitution, we have never understood clearly, when you remember the terrain of numbers? So we have never understood clearly the distinction between the executive and legislature. The legislature has been made as like an appendage of the executive. They have always tried to control it, manipulate it, and influence it to do the will of the executive at the expense of the people. And in Parliament, I think we are having very few voices of reason.
Yes.
And for a fact, I'll say that our Parliament has been failing us big time.
Right.
They have been acting contrary against the mandate of the people. And I don't know where it is coming from that the majority must be aligned to the State House.
Yes.
I don't know why.
Yes.
If the legislature is going to continue, I think this is one of the reasons why we went to the street. Because they can't hold the executive accountable for anything. They're always under manipulation. To a point that some of them were being bought at 20,000 or 200. I can't remember clearly the amount. So it is so unfortunate for our legislative arm of government.
Right.
In fact, the only arm of government that we wananchi we are saying at least we are having open is the judiciary. And apart from the judiciary, it's the you people from the fourth estate. Because if you people also will deal with the executive, then we will be done. So our legislative arm of government is a big fail to us. And I think that's something that we, the people of Kenya, must go back to our constitution, review it and get it right. Because they're failing us.
I think adding to that, as a country, we are way behind having a parliament like the parliament we had the time of when Kibaki was an MP, when Martha Karua was an MP. You could hear people reasoning to the interest of the people.
Right.
But right now, what we have in parliament are tenderpreneurs.
Yes.
They will.
Businessmen.
They are businessmen. They
Yeah.
are there for their tenders. So they will support the executive at all costs to feed their stomachs, to fill their pockets.
And maybe to just sort of jump in there, you both work closely with political parties in Kenya. And when we're talking about fostering political collaboration, it has to start from maybe a political party point of view. So, for instance, what is NAC Kenya doing to ensure that they start fostering even the members who come to join the party know that we are not here to only talk about our personal interest, our own selfish interest, overkill when it comes to politics in this country, but we're also raising up politicians, because I do understand that there's also that facet of it, who will be going into these positions of power to ensure that they are there because of the issues-based and ideology-based politics instead of individual-based politics. So what is NAC Kenya doing differently?
Personally, I'd say I'm a product of Mother Karua's mentorship. And from the word go, Mother Karua has always stood to the interests of the people. If you remember the NADCO report,
yes,
Mother Karua was the first one to oppose the NADCO report. And the reason she opposed the NADCO report is because the NADCO report was not addressing the real issues affecting the people.
Yes.
At the time, the real issues that were affecting the people was the high cost of living, the school fees that we cannot afford right now.
Right.
But what is the government doing? And those who are in government, they are supporting their own personal interest. If you look at the NADCO report, some of the issues that the NADCO report was raising was creating offices.
Yes.
Azimio was not going to the streets to have offices created for few Kenyans.
Yeah.
Azimio was going to the streets because of the issues that were affecting Kenyans. So, as a party, as NAC Kenya,
yes,
we have always stood with the interests of the people. Recently, when the government, the broad-based government, or if I may,
yes,
the Broadway-based government. The reason I'm calling it the Broadway-based government is because it is about sharing the national cake to them, not about the interests of the people.
Right.
Why did the Gen Zs go to the streets?
Yes. Their
The
own
finance
personal
bill,
interest, yes.
the issues that they were raising, good governance is what we are looking for.
Yes.
But how did Ruto solve that? That was not a political issue. It is not a political issue that took us to the streets.
Yes.
It was the economic issue that we as Kenyans are facing. But what did he do? He called more political friends to safeguard him.
Right.
And that is always what happens with politicians.
Yes.
When they feel their interests are threatened, they always regroup
to
defend their own interests.
Yes.
And we must shun from that kind of leadership. Because at the end of the day, it is the interests of the people that matter.
Yeah.
If you cannot serve the interests of the people, you have no right
Pack
to
up
be in
and go
power.
home.
Yeah, go home.
Yeah. And maybe, Mr. Jared, to bring you in there, because I think we are dealing with two narratives here. There's political competition and political collaboration. And I think that in Kenya, the problem is that we like to mix the two. So what is the space of healthy political competition versus political collaboration? And how can we start forming frameworks that make it more, open up the space so that it's more collaborative? Because I don't know whether you are of the same opinion. I do feel like in Kenya we never go off of breaks from political. We are always on high octane political alert, which I've never understood up to this point. Yeah. So what is the space for political collaboration and competition?
Yes, thank you. First, I want to respond to few things from my brother.
Sure.
We know the mandate or the purpose of NAC Kenya when it was formed in 2002, and it performs
206.
and the NAC The NAC was 202.
NAC
This NAC Kenya. Oh, thank you. I thought it was the same NAC.
No.
So what's the NAC?
Ours is NAC Kenya.
Mamangilo was NAC.
Mamangilo was NAC.
So you people have NAC Kenya.
Yeah.
You're confusing us, but you people have a party. So what do you have the same outfit? No. Yeah. So I'm not going to touch that now. That is NAC Kenya. 206. But on the 206 NAC Kenya now, I'm leaving the 202. On 206 NAC Kenya now, the problem that we have always have in our country is bad leadership. And bad leadership comes in with the election injustice. His party leader in 2007, when you were to fix this country and get it right, after Kibaki did his best, we all know, and then he refused to accept the defeat. When we defeated him, we ODM, his party leader, Her Excellency Martha Karua, Senior Council, are the few people who stood on the highway for election justice. And this is something that have been with us until yesterday when Senior Council was our running mate.
I think
it's unfortunate. You'll respond. Let me finish. We'll respond. And then on high cost of living, we were on the street together.
Sure.
Before the Gen Z. But we ODM, we have always been on the street. I think that the party, we all know that this is a party that subscribes deeply to the socialism. And we have been pro-people always. We have always been forefront, risking everything, our lives, to defend and fight for the masses. In despite of your region where you're coming from, in despite of your second name, you have stood with Kenyans. And when we went to the street on high cost of living, we had the NADCO conversation at Bomas.
Right.
His party leader refuted that for the reasons best known, because again they were not having anybody to represent them apart for the party leader, because they weren't having any MP who could have been
actually our party leader was not part of the committee that was discussing NADCO.
We don't know why.
Was not.
We don't know why.
She was not.
Why
did come back to that?
Why did they run away from the reality? Because we were to have came with a way forward. If their plan was to overthrow Ruto then, maybe, I don't know. But at the end of the day, we have a country to protect. We have the interest of the people. We have business to run. We have the economy to turn around. So the convention was on at Bomas of Kenya. Everybody knows, they know. Though they ran away before the convention was start off. I don't know why they ran away.
What was the conversation about? Was it about creating opportunities for some few? Or was it about the issues that was affecting Kenyans? Why was Azimio in the streets?
You have just picked one.
Let's start there.
We'll come back to that.
You have just picked one. You have just picked one of the issues which was being addressed.
Why was Azimio in the streets?
You could answer my question about political competition and collaboration, kindly.
Sam.
Yes.
Thank you. We will come why the Azimio was on the street. Because we were both on the street.
Were you on
the street?
We will come back to that.
I was.
Thank you.
Yes.
So on the political collaboration and competition, we in the Kenya, we have said we are always on the political alert, which is unfortunate for us as a country. I think when we started here, I said, we are always on political high end. When will we settle down, have the leaders deliver to the promises that they made to us? And when you asked us whether we have been having a issue-based or ideological campaigns or political end conversation, but it's so unfortunate for our country. This has always been sidelined. It's always on papers. But when it comes actually on the ground, it's not always there. It's not being implemented. In fact, when we check, because we can cross-check, we know since they came in government, the Kenya Kwanza government, they have done very little. They have done, I think, if we were to rate them, it was at 0 point something. Because the promises they made, a number of them have not worked out. They have been completing the Uru's project, so they have been doing nothing.
And relaunching.
And they've been doing nothing. They give promises that they have never fulfilled. They have been duplicating things which were there. They're trying to do away with even the systems which were working, like NHF and so on. So we don't know why we have never had the issue-based conversation instead of us having a competition throughout. Besides that, the competition, I think the competition should be that maybe a year towards election. We as a country, we as young people, we need to have this conversation. This is one thing that we need to tell in the eyes of our leaders, that can you people settle down for the first 4 years or 4.5 years? Deliver of the promises you made to our people. Stop going on top of the roofs of your vehicles. up and down.
Yeah.
And then we have another one, the boardrooms, unending boardroom conversations. For what?
Yes, and
what do the
travels
ground
out
deliver?
the country.
Like seriously,
Yes.
someone want to come all the way from Homa Bay County, come to Nairobi on a boardroom to have the conversation over what?
Yeah.
Can the MCAs, can the governors, can the wabunge, can the senators? Senators have been doing a good job, by the way. Can the legislatures,
the Senate is really on
the
fire.
National Assembly?
Yeah, maybe we can talk about that. What is that about? What do I
that
do?
one
Think?
I think I have to respond. I feel like she's moving to the next topic.
No.
It's something that I have to respond.
We will come back.
Yes.
What
I might
kwanza?
forget.
Yeah?
Write down.
Just write it down. Write it down. We will come back. Yes.
Don't forget.
Yandike. Yeah. Yes.
So, the presidency now, that executive part of it, in fact, if it's not flying, it's lying. So, it's moving to, it's all over. I think Kibaki had very little trips and he delivered to us. Uhuru also had the trips, yes, but there were not that many like his.
Yeah.
He has almost doubled the Uhuru's 10 years trips outside the country.
Yeah.
You are always you're outside running over what?
Yeah.
And then you want to auction our people as well. Taking them to Lebanon and the Middle East instead of creating jobs here at home.
Selling our airport. Yeah.
Adani, I don't know. So I don't know why we're having all this competition up and down. We have never understood.
Yes.
Like I'll tell you today, we in the ODM part, let me touch on that. Today, despite that we have donated few of our top brass leadership.
So you are part of government.
we donated.
You are part of government.
These are Kenyans. Before they become members of ODM, they are Kenyan citizens. Before they get themselves affiliated to a political party, only one Kenya. So if the president felt that maybe from our end we're having the top brains to help him fix the country, we did the right thing.
And how was it that he chose the top officials of ODM?
They're the top brains.
No.
So, but you wanted to respond to
I
something.
have to respond.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, before I respond, I'll add to his contribution about competitive politics.
Yes.
As a country, we have had competitive politics for so long. And I think the biggest engineer of competitive politics is the president himself. This guy started campaigning in 2018 when he was the deputy president. He was always on the rooftop of his car campaigning against Uhuru since 2018 to 2022.
Right.
If you compare that presidency and the presidency of Kibaki, when Kibaki took office, you never saw him on political rallies.
True.
Because he knew you are not going to work for the people when you are in the streets.
Right.
The other day I heard the president say that you should desist from early campaigns. And I almost laughed because why are you offended when somebody else is using your script? I mean, you campaigned against your boss for 4 years. Why are you feeling threatened when somebody else is campaigning against you? So you have to swallow your own tablets. Now I want to respond on the issue of Martha Karua's role in 2007 elections. Number one, was Martha Karua part of IBC?
No, she was.
She was not.
Yeah.
Was Martha Karua responsible for announcing the president that won the election? No, she was not. What Martha Karua did is defended her side. And if at all Martha Karua stole the election from Baba Raila Odinga, then how comes Baba chose her as a running mate?
Baba's always forgiving.
No.
Martha didn't steal the election. Martha didn't steal the election. But Martha stood on the highway for election injustice.
Allegedly.
So, Martha supported Kibaki.
Let me ask you.
Of Kibaki at night.
Did you want Martha Karua to defend Raila?
No, it's short. Since the council.
Did you want Martha Karua to defend Raila?
Then I was very young.
Of course, no.
And then
if you are young, why are you contributing to the topic?
This is there.
No. Number two.
This is there.
Number two. Martha Karua was defending her side. And I assume at the time there was a conversation that Martha Karua was the only man in the house. Why? She stood for what is right.
It was wrong, bro.
ODM claim they had won the election.
We won the election. 2007.
How do we know?
Knows,
How do we know?
Alleged. We
Those
cannot.
alleged.
These are
And we all know
ODM knows they won the
We don't
elections.
have the
We
facts.
all
From
know.
our side, we know we won the election.
Kibaki never won the election.
The guy who won the election is the guy that was sworn
Raila won the
in.
election.
All right, this is
No,
a good
no,
place
no,
to
no.
take a break.
One more thing. One more thing.
No, you see,
Let's
we're
assume-
not going to allow this to go down. And
let's
this is wrong.
Let's assume Martha Karua stole the election. For
I didn't
right.
say that Martha
Let's
stole the
assume-
election. Martha didn't steal the election.
What did she do?
No, stop putting words on my mouth.
What did she do?
Martha didn't steal the election.
What did she do?
Martha is among the few cabals from Mount Kenya who want to stand in the highway of election justice. When Raila Amolo Odinga won the election in 2007.
Now let's assume Martha Karua stood in the highway of Raila's victory. We have 2007, we have 2012, we have 2017, we have 2022. In all those elections, Raila has always claimed the victory was stolen. Who has been standing in the way?
Let me take it from 2007 to 2002 and kidogo. And
Martha Karua has never, who stood in the way in the other elections?
Let me respond.
Yes.
Let me now take 2007 and 2002 and 2022 election.
Yes.
2007, we all know won the election. I'm not going to debate that. Raila Amolo Odinga won the election.
Allegedly.
He won the election.
Allegedly.
Then now 202. In fact, Martha Karua, Her Excellency Deputy President, who was, and we still believe that he won even the...
Are we talking about 202 or 207?
207. I'm now talking to 2022.
2022.
The senior counsel is the only person who took this up to the top notch, East Africa court. Because we won the election in 202 on 2022 as well. So, if we attach the two... Bro, acha nimalize. You interrupt me too much.
Okay.
Let my points flow.
Maliza.
You are taking too long.
No, you have been also talking.
Okay.
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 So in 2022, we won the election as well. In 2007, we all know. Here in between, Martha was not with us. So I want to talk about, if we can talk about this, we can talk about the two. But I've not said that Martha stole the election. Martha is among the few people. The senior council, I think they were the inner house of Kibaki advising her. And in fact, if I do my own analysis and few party members do the analysis, we know where Martha was.
Allegedly.
Again.
But
Allegedly. But let's take a break. And
No, before we take a
back.
break, one thing.
Yes.
One thing that has been constant in this country is that Raila
No, bro,
loses
you don't talk about that.
And
No.
I'm even assuming...
No, if you're saying that we're going on a
I'm
break.
even assuming... Now, let me talk.
No,
I'm even
bro.
assuming Raila has never wanted to win the election. Because
so
I
2021 we didn't win.
I think
how
this
many,
guy...
how many votes did they brought on table to us
think
from
Raila,
Kenya? Martha was even defeated on her own word. Then you say that Raila didn't win.
Can I talk, please?
No. You're not going to allow this.
I think Raila has not...
Basilio,
Let's talk about 2022.
Let's talk about 2022.
You've said...
How many did you brought then? You said that Raila didn't want to win.
You've said
We
Martha
worked very
Karua...
hard.
No, wait.
Bro.
In 2022, you've said Martha Karua did not bring any votes.
They brought very little.
Right.
She brought very
That is
little
what you
to us.
claimed.
Very little to us.
In 2017,
Let
Raila...
us talk when Martha is there.
Wait, just...
Bro.
The
Just-
conversation
2017,
Give me a second. Just give me a second.
Conversation.
How many votes did Raila get from Mount Kenya in 2017? Less than 1,000. In 2022, how many votes did Raila get in 2022?
Give me the figures, bro, from Mount Kenya.
Around 200,000.
200,000.
Why?
So
Because
200,000 want to give
Martha Karua.
200 want to give
How?
presidents.
Let me ask you. For how long had Ruto been campaigning in Mount Kenya? Since 2018. 2018 to 2022. That is 4 years.
Yes, 4 years.
And you expect Martha Karua to come for 3 months and turn that around? I mean, if you give another candidate as the deputy president from Mount Kenya region, you should have expected... Wachana na mbunge. We are talking about the national vote. We are talking about the national vote.
What is the reflection of what's on the ground?
Let's take a break. We come back and we continue this conversation.
From sunrise to sunset, all day. From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Our radio.
Road trips and young romances, breakups and second chances. Our rhythm steers through all these years. If love is a drum, you are my drummer. I'll dance to your beat only forever. If love is a drum, you are my drummer. I'll dance to your beat. My drum. You are my drummer. I'll dance to your beat only forever. If love is a drum, you are my drummer. I'll dance to your beat. My isukuti love. Is it good for me? Is it good for me? My isukuti love. Is it good for me? Is it good for me? Bringing the one din din and the boom boom boom. Adding my nyatiti, then it's me and you. My isukuti love. Is it good for me? Is it good for me? Is it good? If you wanna know the power of my love, it's not a feeling, it's an action word. You can never give it to me too much, too much. If you wanna know the power of my love, it's not a feeling, it's an action word. You can never give it to me too much, too much. My isukuti love. Is it good for me? My isukuti love. If you wanna know the power of my love, it's not a feeling, it's an action. You can never give it to me too much, too much.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
All right, that is Mayonde with Isikuti Love, and it's playing right here on the Power Radio. This is the Power Morning Drive Show. My name is Wanyoike, and I am not alone in studio. I have been speaking to Mr. Jared Oyie and Mr. Basilio Haniel, and we are talking about political collaboration in the midst of political tensions. And of course, we've had a lot of conversation about what is happening on both factions of the political divide across the country. So just kind of a conversation that is geared towards making sense of what is happening in the country. And so if you want to ask us any questions, you want to have to ask them any questions, you can do so on our social media handles. We are at Power Radio across all our social media handles, and the hashtag to use is hashtag Power Morning Drive. Now let's get into the conversation again. And one thing that I would direct to Mr. Haniel is I am curious to hear your thoughts about why is the Kenya Kwanza government, dealing with whatever it's dealing with right now? Because given that it's only less than 2 years since President Ruto got into office, and when you look at those 2 years, we have had so much going on in that government. We're talking about an impeachment right now of the deputy president. We've seen the Gen Z-led protests happening within the same government. The health sector has gone through some serious reshuffling, and a lot of crises as well. We also have the cabinet reshuffle, all happening within these 2 years. What is going on in the Kenya Kwanza government, and what do you think the future of the Ruto-led government is going to look like?
I think the first issue with the Kenya Kwanza government, Kenya Kwisha government, is that these guys were not even prepared. They did not have a plan of how to lead a country. During the Uhuru regime, Ruto made us believe he was the wits, the brains behind running the government. Now that he's at the head of the government, everything is a mess.
Yes.
It is only in his regime, within 2 years, that we have had such big protests, protests that are not led by politicians.
Right.
It is within 2 years in his government that a cabinet has been reshuffled within the first 2 years.
Yes.
It is in his government that is selling public facilities. I mean, how on earth do you sell an airport to a private institution?
Entity.
How?
Yeah, how?
If Adani decides that the air ticket to Mombasa is hiked from 5,000 to 10,000,
They will do.
They will do because you have made the airport a private entity.
Yes.
I mean, these people are lacking in leadership. And I think the biggest issue is how in system ya majambas. These people are here to loot and steal every coin that they can afford. Because for Ruto is, if you come with a deal is, how much are you offering? What is my kickback? While we are talking about Adani, there are allegations that Ruto has bought 4 airplanes. Kwa hivyo unataka hii airport ikuwe ni you want to, like you are running the country like
a business.
A business. Yes. For you it is a business. Every conversation that comes on board, for you it is a business opportunity. Senator Onyonka mentioned that 2 more companies had their proposals forwarded, but only in 17 days the Adani proposal was approved.
Right.
And the CS Treasury has the guts to tell us it was approved in 17 days because of efficiency. Where is that efficiency in offering health? Where is that efficiency in offering education? Where is that efficiency in offering even simple basic like passports? It is in this government that if you lose your ID today, you are going to pay 1,000
to replace it.
To replace an ID. It is in this government that your ID has an expiring date. Ndo ukuje replace. So for these guys, it is business for them.
Yes.
For these guys, they are here to harvest. And they are not going to win for long. No regime has ever won against the people. Ask the likes of Idi Amin Dada. We had Moi. But eventually when the people came against him, he lost. So at Ruto, regardless of how much he stamped chest, he is going home. It might not be today, but eventually he is going home because he can never win against the people.
Right.
Yeah.
And I would love to hear your opinions about now because when our government is failing, the first thing that we should do is look to the opposition because the opposition has the mandate to hold the government accountable. So when you look at whatever is happening in the country, Mr. Jared, as a part of the opposition party ODM in Kenya, I wonder what plans you are making for the people of Kenya in terms of holding the government accountable, given that we now have part of your members in the Kenya Kwanza government. And that looks, or how we read into it, is that ODM has been sold out. Yes.
Thank you very much. First, ODM has not been sold out. ODM is a party that is very intact. And for the beauty of our democracy, Orange Democratic Movement Party, we hold it so high on us. And you even mentioned our senator here, Senator Richard Onyonka from ODM. This is the party with the voices of reason. And I think even when the CS Treasury was in Senate grilling, it was our members of Senate. That is our SG and Senator Onyonka and Cheriot, Arun, and was it Cheriot? And Okia Umtata. So we still have that beauty in that power of the voice of reason within the opposition. We are the same party, even after donating even our own, we still question them. We question body. When anything will go weird with the Paranya, be it Joho or Wanda, you will question them at the end of the day. And I want us to get it very clear. In our new constitution, we don't have opposition. We have majority and minority. So we are just falling on the part of the minority side. We don't have opposition. And Haniel will tell you that even when we were in Azimio, before we donated, when they felt that us donating, maybe we have joined government, which is not the case. Our minority side have always held this government accountable. Despite that, at some point when we are saying, if leave alone, the National Assembly is a bit different because these are people in auction. So they may not give us that full mandate as expected if you compare it with the Senate, House of Reason. And then on this government, I agree with my brother here that this government is rudderless. Hawako na mpango. Walikuwa wanataka tu power.
Yes.
Ruto wanted that power and he got it.
Yeah.
And that's why in his first cabinet he rewarded political loyalists, those who helped him to campaign, people like Aisha Jumwa, the likes of, you know the names, the likes of
Moses Kuria.
This other guy from Meru. Linturi. So this guy was, the president was rewarding the political loyalists, those who helped him. He didn't hire people on competency. So obviously we are not expecting much from him. Again, even in himself, we have been, we have never trusted him. We in Azimio all along, because we know this guy is a crooked guy.
Yeah.
When they were in government with the president Uhuru Kenyatta, he didn't settle down to deliver anything. They promised that if you can remember the popular in 6 months' time. In 6 months' time, the stadium. You can remember. And then so we were not expecting much from him. I'll tell you.
Right.
In fact, still, personally, I'm pretty sure even from our party, maybe from the few guys that we have mentioned for them to help them fix their government.
Yes.
And fix our country. In fact, we want to fix the country, not the government, because that government it's still going down at the end of the day. We know DM as well. We are preparing for 2027.
Okay.
And lastly, on the government selling the state entities.
Yes.
It is, again, the ODM party that petitioned even the selling of KCC and other government properties. And we won that case. The KCC could have gone. Adani, even the Adani, the senator who has been forefront voicing this is from our party. And we're pretty sure even this will stop. We don't care who is there. Our country must be protected.
Right.
In despite of our political affiliation.
Yes.
At the end of the day, this government will not deliver anything substantial. They will not. They will not.
From the look of things.
From the look of
you
things and from the history.
Yeah. Mr. Haniel, you did say that we have to start looking and looping into the civic, engagement, the people, because politics should be about the people. So what can political parties do, if at all NAC Kenya, do within, your in-house plans? Is there something that you're doing to ensure that the issues that you are starting to address, there's a lot of civic, like turning the spotlight back to the people instead of just pushing a political agenda for a very a select few?
I think as NAC Kenya, we have been very active, especially engaging university student leaders. And in that regard, we have to enlighten the student leaders about what the government should be doing for them as students. We are also in the forefront of defending Kenyans that are abducted, which is very unfortunate that in the 21st century we have people being abducted by government for speaking their minds.
Yes.
And again, the issue of civic education should go beyond political parties. The reason I'm saying this is, were it not for Kenyans to educate each other about the Finance Bill 2024, political parties had lost it. Remember, when the Azimio Brigade went into the streets, the government ignored them. But what happened when the Kenyans themselves started educating each other on YouTube, on TikTok, Mashinani, everywhere we all, as Kenyans, we all have a responsibility. And if you have a platform back home where you can speak and be heard, it's your time as a Kenyan. It's your patriotic time as a Kenyan to educate each other. Because it's been unfortunate, but that most of the youths have been saying, I have no interest in politics. That is ignorant. And the reason that I say that is ignorant is, imagine politics will dictate how much school fees you pay. Regardless of how much uninterested you are in politics, politics will determine whether when you go to a hospital, you will have the services that you need. Imagine politics will determine, wewe kama mkulima pale ushago, politics will determine whether your farm produce will get to the market or not. How? If your MP does not maintain the roads, your products will not get to the market. So you cannot run away from politics. Politics is a way of life. And as the youths, we must take lead and educate each other beyond political parties.
Yes. And how do we do that? Because it feels as if governance and politics cannot be divided in this country. I don't know that there is a separation, but I'm sure there's a way. So what are some of those models and frameworks do we start adopting?
Civic education,
Yeah.
I think us sitting here already, we are performing that part of civic education, telling our people that they have the voice.
Yes.
It's not elected, I'm not elected. We're just active use in the space. And our young people, for some time, I've been saying this again and again.
Yes.
They shed off from taking active role in our political space. And the reason is very clear. We all know. Unfulfilled promises and bad governance. So the youths got tired. They say, there's no need. Why must I elect him? Even if we elect them, they don't even perform. Our parents have been electing them. We don't even see the need. It doesn't replicate back to us. So our governance have failed us big time. At the end of the day, I'll blame it on bad governance and unfulfilled promises to the electorates. So there's someone I've seen his parents waking up after every 5 years, being rained on the long queue line, and then at the end of the day, they don't get it back.
Yes.
The promises that are being made in the village, on the car rooftops and everything, they don't see it. And that has been keeping off youth from coming into the space.
Yes.
But today, things are taking a new turn.
Yes.
Today, the conversation is totally different.
Right.
In fact, as we talk today, there's one bill that is being discussed widely, the horticulture bill, if you can remember.
By Sabina Chege.
Yeah.
So this is something that is happening organically.
Yes.
In fact, without the political influence in it, it is so good to us.
Right.
And more so, it's so genuine. And
yeah.
more so with the youth constituency. Nobody will come to manipulate us anymore. In fact, we thank the President Kibaki for giving us that opportunity to go to school on free education. I think many Kenyans, many young people are educated, they are enlightened. Maybe they were thinking that maybe we are like our parents. No, some of our parents didn't manage to go to school. So they were not much educated, they were not enlightened. And then again, the social media, that is so affordable to us. And then the civic education again, on our education system.
Yes.
They have been so selective on what we are being taught in high school and primary schools.
Yeah.
I think this is something that needs to be integrated in our syllabus.
Yes.
So it doesn't need to come. In fact, even in campuses, you'll find someone in campus does not understand a number of things. So I think in our system of education, we need to see how to intertwine the civic education, let people understand their country.
Yes.
In fact, at some point we say that we need to rewrite our history. We all know that we have been duped. We are not having this that we need to have.
Yes.
And a number of our young people, since that the bad governance has been with us, it is a rotten system that we are having, they have been trying to keep off. So if we can intertwine this and have this infiltrated into our system of education as well, from primary school, maybe from class 7, today it is from, how do you call it, grade 7 or grade 6.
Yes.
From grade 6 to high school and then even in campus.
Yes.
Not only those who are maybe doing political science and everything. Let it be part and parcel of education. And then lastly, we have the NGOs. In fact, I'm against NGOs. These people have been here on the ground. A number of them do very little. They are just from money from the Western and maybe the Eastern, the donors. But they're doing very little. They have a lot of files, big papers, but there's nothing happening. So even on our NGOs, those who are mandated to do this, kindly they need to come out and do it on clean hand and clean heart.
Yes.
They need to do the job. They need to do the work. And then now our institutions, which are mandated, the IBC itself, brought the IBC come to offer civic education in 1 year. The whole country, it's not workable.
Does not
like
work.
today, when you're on the street, there's the new brigades. We wanted the IBC to be put in place. And when we went to Bomas, it was the same thing. Today, we don't have IBC still. We don't have the commissioners. So I don't know if the secretariat will be in position to run around the country and offer civic education as early as now. We also know that there's even delay on some service deliveries because the people of Kenya may not be able to follow up because they're not informed.
Yes.
So the institutions which are mandated to offer this civic education in our country, they must be held responsible. And we, young people as well, we are going to dig into who is mandated to do this as well. Because we are doing their job and they're being paid our money, our tax money. Why? Why must they be paid for doing nothing? Yes.
Right.
I think the church also has a role to play.
True.
In 2022, as much as the church says they are distancing themselves from politics, they played a very big role to putting this government to office. And unfortunately...
How so?
How so?
Yeah.
The deputy president then was moving from one church to the other, donating millions of money.
Okay.
And no church leader would stand up and ask, where are you getting all this money from?
Yeah.
For the church at the time, as long as unaleta bahasha, sisi tuko sawa. But since the country has taken a different direction,
right.
What has the church done? When the youths were killed, innocent Kenyans were killed, what has the church done? So the church also has to take a responsibility,
right,
and pass civic education.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to mean them directing their congregates on who to vote for and who not to vote for, but they need to be on the forefront of educating people about good governance. If I take you some time back, during the 2010 Constitution and during the ouster of former President Moi, the church played a very big role. So right now, the church has to show up. The church has to lead from the front. The church has to lead by example. Yeah.
Let me add kidogo on the church.
Yes,
I think for now we lost the voice of reason from the church. And if we remember even the repealing, leave alone the ouster of Moi when he was living on 202, when we were repealing Section 2A, the church played a very big role. Sure. We only have two voices that we wananchi can trust apart from the one for government. That is you people from the media and the church. And the church is in bed with the state.
Right.
So this leaves us so naked. We are ripped off from the fourth voice that we can have.
Yes.
To defend us and not to speak to the state and tell them that it is being done wrongly. Another thing, it has been so unfortunate that our pulpits have been turned to be political podiums.
Yes.
It's so unfortunate. It happens. And some of us today, I'll tell you, I'm having some few friends who today have kept off church because the pulpit is no longer clean. Pulpit is political podium. We are not interested in politics. Me niende church Saturday ama Sunday, Sabbath, nitoe mzigo zangu pale. Nirudi nyumbani nikiwa nyepesi. But wanafika pale, first but they're being given the first seats kwa kanisa. For what? So we need to, in fact, even our church need to review them. At some point, I agree with the President of Rwanda, Paul Kagame. He had to have the rules to regulate the churches in Rwanda. In Kenya, yeah, we have them. It is business. This entrepreneur. It's so unfortunate. So the church need to step up.
Yes.
The church, as a voice of the people, they need to take up that role. In fact, when we talk about opposition, being that is not there, we have the minority and majority. Because in our new constitution, the church ought to have played even that voice of the minority. If they're feeling that maybe ODM is not there, but ODM is there, they need to have this voice galvanized together. If na Kenya come with the church, ODM come, as in Wiper comes in board, the Jubilee at Junigania, so these voices, if we can consolidate them, have this voiced to the state, I'll tell you we can get this country run rightly. But you see, this guy was so we can see he was genius in this. He ran into the church, he grabbed them, akonao kwa mfuko. So he controls them.
Yes.
They go to the state house, they come back with the brown buses. For what? They go with Bibles, they come with brown buses. And then you're being told sometimes they had intercessors in state house. If there's no rain, they pray.
Each was getting 200,000 to pray for the country.
It
makes sense.
Per month.
It makes sense. So our church. Our church.
I think, adding to what Jared is saying, recently we had President Ruto in Nyeri and Gachagua in Kirinyaga. Brigade ya Gachagua ikienda kwa pulpit wanaita wale wengine umbwa kwa kanisa wale wengine wakipewa microphone kwa kanisa wanaita wengine snakes.
Wow.
And the church cannot stand and stop that. Where are we
the pastor laughing and clapping?
Yeah, truly.
We cannot always focus on the sadaka. We have to stand for what is right.
Yes.
Unakumbuka hata time ya Jesus.
Integrity,
Jesus aliwapata wakiuza soko kwa kanisa.
Yes.
Akawafukuza wote.
Yes.
What our church is doing? they are inviting the market
Yes,
to the church,
yes.
which is not fair. It is not fair for Wanjiko.
Yes.
It is not fair for our youths.
Yes.
It is not fair for our future.
Yes.
That is why most of the youths wanasema
They keep off from church.
we left the church, but we did not leave God.
Yes.
Why?
Yeah.
Because it is what
Everything
the church
that it
is doing.
represents. Yes, yeah,
Which
yeah.
is very unfortunate.
You see what he's saying when they are now abusing each other in the
Yeah,
church.
yeah.
The clergymen are clapping,
Yeah.
they're mimicking, they're happy.
They're
Like,
making
you watch
jokes.
it, you watch it, you say, like, seriously?
Cringe.
Where are we as a country?
Yes.
So unfortunate for us.
That's true.
In fact, our at some point I'll agree with our Muslim brothers.
Yes.
They have kept the mosque so
Salute
clean.
to our Muslim
So clean. Huku kwetu huku kwingine kwa kanisa jameni.
Yeah.
It hurts me.
Integrity issues in this country, we can talk about it all day long and never exhaust it. But I can see that we're really out of time. So maybe I would just kindly request our guest to look right in the camera and let the people know where do we go from this point. So it's a clarion call. If your clarion call is to the youth of this country, if your clarion call is to political parties, the government, whoever stakeholder of this country is, what would your clarion call be in terms of how do we start to meaningfully engage in politics that are not individual based, but rather are issues based and largely people centered. Yeah.
I think I'll go first.
Yes.
My first opinion is this fight belongs to all of us.
Yes.
This fight does not belong to political parties. This fight does not belong to the church. This fight does not belong to any specific Kenyan. This fight belongs to all of us. Mimi na wewe lazima tukue na wito wa doing what is right.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, nobody is coming to save us. No white man is coming to save us. No politician is coming to save us. It is at the time to save ourselves. One more thing, we cannot afford to give up. We cannot afford to give up to our oppressors. Imagine if our grandfathers give up to the colonizers. Right now, you and I would be colonized, maybe in chains. But what did they do? They never gave up. So the call is on to us. Mimi na wewe, we have to do what is right and stand for what is right, regardless of the cost that we are going to pay.
Yes.
One more thing.
Yeah.
In 2027, these guys are stealing millions that they intend to bring back to you in 2027. Question is, hiyo 200 utapewa, will it be worth the 5 years? Sikwambi usikule hiyo 200. Kula, 200 kula. But when you get to the ballot, vote as if your life depends on it. Thank you.
Wow.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I want to make it, I think, a bit clear to our young people.
Yes.
I think I'll start from my political party now, ODM. ODM is a minority party, and this is the party that has always remained as a defender, and will continue to hold the government accountable. Despite us donating or giving government few of our top brass leadership to help us fix this country. Second, to our young people, it is a call to us. The same way my brother Basilio said. We have had 4 phases of struggle.
Yeah.
No, let me say 3.
Yes.
The first one ilikuwa ya Wakenya na wabeberu. Na tuliwashinda na ukarudi kwao. And then the second one came when we wanted the political liberation, which we fought at some point. We didn't gain it fully.
Right.
When we fought for the multipartyism, we fought it, but we're the generation that fought that. And then this generation that fought for the multipartyism. Though they fought, but we didn't gain it fully. And then now my generation, it is up to us to fight for our economical liberation. Why must we remain on the chains of tokenism that controls our political space? To me, I think this is one thing that we must shoot down completely.
Yes.
And in totality. And we must also fight very hard to have the jobs created here back at home in our country. Don't go to Lebanon. Don't go to Middle East. Kufe kwenu. Badala wendo kufe in a foreign country.
Yeah.
And then lastly, not lastly though, on the privatization.
Yes.
Let us have our industrialization be public. Can we push this? Let us have our industries what to be done again, to run like
Yes.
I'm from Nyanza.
Yes.
The sugar we are using in Kenya today, we don't produce sugar. A number of them are being imported, but we have the farmers, the sugarcane farmers back at home with the miwa kwa farm. So that's one thing that with the people of Kenya, with the young people, we need to look it deep. Now we are going to handle it, and then we must also go back to the land. We must till our land. And then lastly, wa Kenya na youths wenzetu wachukue kwanza ID.
Yes.
We all know that there's delay and it's being delayed deliberately. We are telling this government, let young people have their IDs. And then after having your ID, I don't know when they are going to constitute the IBC, because we can't be able to get the voting right or the kura, because we don't have the IBC commissioners in office. So unfortunate for us. So I don't know why they are still delaying all this, the delay tactic that they are having.
Yes.
Lastly, to the ODM Youth League members, we need to go back and get it right. Any space that we get, we occupy. Let youths in our political parties occupy any space that we get. Even if you can be a party leader, take it home. That is all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow. Gentlemen, please promise me you'll come back, because clearly 1 hour is not enough. Please promise me you'll come back.
Just extend the invitation.
Yes.
And we will be here.
Sawa. All right, that has been Mr. Haniel, Basilio, and Jared Oyie, and we've been talking about political collaboration amid political tension. Very needed conversation that might never really get over and exhausted as well. So you've heard it here first. They said that they will come back for sure. So we must make sure that we follow up and that they will deliver their promises, not like the Kenya Kwanza government. My name is Wanyoike. And we are officially signing out, but not to worry. I leave you in the very able and safe hands of Caroline Morote. She comes in with the Shivration show for all things gender and women related. And then after that, because it's Friday, you know that it's definitely Ital Groove for all my reggae fans out there. Miss Flozz Munyiri will be coming in with Ital Groove from 4 p.m. all the way till 6 p.m. for all those nice vibes, nice and easy vibes with reggae, then Reggae Nerd herself. So you do want to stick around for more of our programming, but from me, from us, it's goodbye. Have yourself a great weekend ahead. We will see you on Monday, same time, same place.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Our radio.
This is Hendrix Sound.
Misikatai, unanidai, akiwalahi, ninaogopa sitadinai. I want you to lie, ni vile I'm trying to find good love, baby. I'll be the one for you. Mpenzi utangoja, yeah. Mpenzi utangoja, yeah, yeah. Sitaki we uchoke, yeah. Sitaki we uchoke, yeah. I'm trying to be the best version of myself. If you wait for me, I don't need nobody else. Try to find good love, maybe, and I'll be the one for you, baby. Maybe I'll be the one for you. I'll be the one for you. I'll be the one for you. Don't you take your love away. Take your love away. Don't you take your love away. I'll be the one for you. Don't you take your love away. Take your love away. Don't you take your love away. I'll be the one for you.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.